Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hympe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hympe. That's Hympe. It's Hympe. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up.
Feeling where I am from. Feeling where I am from.
Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hympe. This is episode 157. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hympe. It's Hympe. It's Hympe. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. Very special guest in the building. Reintroduce yourself to the audience.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sunny. Everybody knows me if you haven't known me already. You see me on GFT Radio. You see me on the Podcast Link live show. Sex with Sunny and Unreservedly Us. I'm everywhere.
Tell them, girl, you get around. You paid talent now, baby. You gotta let them know, Sonny.
I try to be.
And since we letting them know, Sonny, as of today, we will a round of applause for the Podcast Link live show crew. We are debuting today on the BS3 network, Dallas, Texas, is the Roku TV channel. So y'all check us out over there. We'll be debuting at 7 o'clock on December the 9th. So make sure y'all get over there, support the situation, hit the like button, subscribe to their channel, and tell them, yo, man, the Philly crew sent me. Podcast Link live show. The first show that we did, the inaugural show, will be running live, and it'll be on demand on the BS3 network from henceforth. So y'all get over there and check us out.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Sonny, this is a recap episode. This is where I just give you a couple of joints, a lot of rapid fire situation, have a little light fun, you know. Not going to think too hard about these, except the serious
Okay.
ones. All right. Episode 54. What's the worst part of love? That one was featuring Samaya. Sonny.
What's part of love for me? Breaking down the walls.
Breaking down the walls.
Because
okay,
you have to kind of like step outside of your comfort zone.
Make yourself vulnerable.
And allow that person in to really understand whether or not they love you and to allow yourself to be loved, right? You got to kind of let those walls down and let them come in, which is hard because you don't want to get hurt. Like you feel like once you, huh?
I was trying not to make the joke. Okay, he says they're breaking down the walls and then let them come in. I was trying to let that one slide, but you brought it up. I didn't. Go ahead, Sonny.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What you say?
You said you're breaking down the walls and you don't want to let them inside. You don't want to let them come inside. I was trying to let that one slide.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You brought it up. I didn't. Go ahead, though.
No, but it was just, it's just for me, like I have control issues to that extent. Like, because I know once I let go and I let you in, I love you. And like, I don't, like, even if you hurt me, I'm probably still going to love you. Like, it's not, like, it's going to be hard for me to let go because I really let go of you. Like, if like, you know, if I feel like it's not working out for me, it's going to be hard to let go because I really allowed myself to open myself up to like really love you. Like I've been through stuff. So I really don't like to let people in, and to like know that I let a person in is a scary thing to do.
Vulnerability is the problem with these situations, because like you said, it takes so much to get to like, all right, like I love you, I don't want you to go nowhere type thing, and now you done did some nut shit. This is a problem. Yeah. Episode 55. What's the hole in your relationship game? Featuring my man Q Lewis. My man Q out there, E-Block Radio Network, editing this situation for me. My guy, what's the hole in your relationship game, Sonny?
I didn't hear the last part. What's the hole of what?
Your relationship game.
I don't know how to I don't even know how to answer it.
I mean, you too clingy, you're not loving enough, you don't give enough attention, I'm not attentive enough. It could be anything, because it don't have to be a physical relationship.
I think for me, I think the thing for me that people have an issue with, like I can give off, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Like the lack of caring.
That's not good in a relationship.
I legit do care, right? But I legit care. But like if you piss me off, or like, I don't want to say if you piss me off, like it's just some things I kind of give that indifferent vibe. And like I really be caring, like, and stuff like really bothers me. So it's like it seems that if I don't really say certain things, it's like, oh, you don't care anyway. And it's like, no, I do care. I just don't want to be a nag and be like, this is, blah, 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 or this, and this. So for me, it's just like, it kind of gives people like, they got to like check in. Like, do you even give a fuck? I'm like, no, I do. Like, I legit do.
Okay. That's why it's called a hole. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Episode
I'm a
61.
work in progress. I'm a work in progress.
Everybody's a work in progress. Ain't no finished products out here. I'm
Yeah.
married 8 years and we still working on this situation. Hey, baby. Um, Episode 61, featuring my man Smooth, GFT alumni. How has the relationship with your daughter changed you? This will give us a
The
different
relationship with my
perspective from
daughter
uh-huh.
change with me or change currently? Like what?
No, how has it changed you, the relationship with your daughter? At whatever point it is that you would like to discuss. I know now y'all two grown women, so
Yeah, now Jesus.
you can swing on her and get away with it now.
Yeah, but like just I be looking at her like the other, and it's funny because the other day she told me, she was like, I'm gonna raise my daughter on love. I'm looking at her like, what? So what you trying to say? And she was like, no, I'm gonna care about her feelings. And I just looked at her. And I wanted to say so bad. Do you want me to show you me not caring about your feelings? Because then you'll really know if I give a fuck about your feelings or if I don't. Like they're two distinct things. And like for one thing, I do care about your feelings because half the time you step across the line and I don't walk you back, or I walk you back with love. Like I can just not care about your feelings and walk you back with hostility. But I just be looking at her like, oh, okay, this is the type of time you want today. Like grown
she's
her is
habitually
very
line stepping. Okay. Episode 73, featuring More Than a Dad podcast. How important is the past?
I think the past is very important. It explains the person you are in present. I think a lot of us don't realize how much the past can affect and shape who we are now. And I talked about this. I know, not to be a spoiler, me and I are gonna. Are we doing this one? I think we're talking about. Yeah, we're going to be talking about past stuff that people consider normal and how it affects currently, right? But we're going to touch on that on our like the show that we're going to link up on coming soon. But I think like I really believe like growing up, I can look at my life now and say I grew up and I wasn't going to do this, and this because I learned from other people and I wasn't doing this, and this, or stuff that I didn't think bothered me in the past. And I realized now that because I didn't deal with it then, it's creeping back up now. So I think the past does affect, and you either can accept it and make a plan to move forward, or you can figure out how to way to get through the past to come back out to the future because you can't stay stuck there. You got to get through it or whatever to kind of get where you are now. But I
Get
think
where you're
it
going,
does
yeah.
affect current, if that makes sense.
You gotta you gotta remember like, where you came from or what happened, or how you got
Yeah,
there. You can whether you liked it, didn't like it, or any of that, but it's going to definitely shape what your next move should be. Because you should be
yeah,
learning from them different situations instead of just going through them and you ain't got nothing out of it.
yeah.
All right. Episode 74, featuring my man Big Dan from the BTG podcast.
Hmm.
Should we all be able to vote? Now, I think that we should all
We
be
talked about
to
this
the
plenty of times on
conclusion.
GFT radio. I don't think.
So this was the conclusion that me and Dan came to. Everybody should definitely be able to vote. But
Hmm.
voting should be it should be a criteria. When you're in 12th grade and you're about to turn 18 or you already are 18, you're about to become a voter, we should start to let you know like about city council or your mayor or uh your district people, like what district you're in and how all of that affects you. You should be learning those things to get you to build up to presidential, mayors, senators, and all of those different things.
Yeah,
Like you should just be sending people out into the world. You send thousands of people into the world uninformed about anything, and they just going, "Well, my mom said we Republicans, so I'm voting this way. My dad said we Democrats, so I'm voting this way." Like my mom said we ain't voting, so we ain't like never doing any
yeah.
homework or having you educated on that situation. So that's where it came from. What do you think about that, Sonny?
I I think that everybody should vote on it. And like I say this, and people say this to me, and I get it, but and people like get mad when you say this. So many people died for our right to vote, and even though a lot of people feel like voting in certain elections, our voice doesn't matter. Like to your guys' point, city and local elections matter. They affect us directly, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, too, with that being said, we need a better way to streamline uh the visibility of elections. Because yeah, you'll see a sign, you'll hear like for local, see a sign here, like depending on if you watch local news, you may hear certain about certain candidates, but I think a lot you have to actually look for. Like it's not like when it gets down to the presidential election, it get down to Democrat and Republican, we hear all about it. It's all everywhere, right? I feel like that should be the same for any election. We should be knowing that, especially for the people that can't really get the access that they need to be able to participate in an election or understand what's going on, because a lot of people don't really know who's running what and who's doing what in their city. And because of the like you don't really hear about it. Like I had a where I live, I had the North Ward person come and visit me. I seen her twice. But like how do I figure out to vote for her because I don't really know her? And like the first time I met her, that's when the first time I heard her name.
So like you just said though, you have to do your homework on them situations. If you
Yeah.
just go by what they're showing you on the news or what's being
No,
put
I
in the
know that
paper,
too. I'm just saying like
that's
if
just somebody streamlining their opinion to you. You need to still like Google this person, see what they said 2 years ago, see what they saying now, see what's those things that they like. Oh yeah, I'm gonna act like that one ain't happening. I don't feel like that no more. Maybe I evolved, changed,
yeah,
and got some different facts. But yeah, you definitely gotta do your homework before you just be voting for people.
yeah,
If I get in there and it's like I never heard neither one of these niggas and I don't know what neither one of them doing, I ain't vote for neither one of them. Like,
yeah. Yeah, because that's like even like I think with locals too, it's like you get to meet some candidates, like some of the people I luckily for me, some of the people that run, yeah, I kind of know some of them, right? Not all, but I do know some of them. So I kind of, had interactions or encounters with them or conversations with them to where we like we talked about certain things. So like I kind of know where their mindset is as far as building the community, right? And where some people I've never seen in my daily life, like you'll see them do a photo op at a ball game. It's like, who the hell is that? Like, so you got to do, like you said, do your research, figure it out. But it's just like sometimes going with what you know and end up with who we had here, our once upon Mayor Tony Mack, who's locked up in the feds. Like,
be
so
like that
everybody
sometimes.
knew him, but see what
I am Hympe. That's Hympe. It's Hympe. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up.